everybody, and welcome to Mariah Sanctuary. I'm Mariah. Today's topic is ADHD Burnout. This video is a research video. For the research in this video, I used an article to gather information for this topic. The link to this article will be posted in the comment section. 2 ways that you can support my YouTube channel is by supporting me on my Patreon account or supporting me on my Ko-fi account. The links to these accounts will be posted in the comment section below. Thanks a lot. Now let's get into today's topic. The information below came from the Attention Deficit Disorder Association website. In the article, ADHD Burnout, Cycle, Symptoms, and Causes. Imagine trying to drive a car with an empty fuel tank. Even a simple 5-minute drive down a straight road becomes impossible. This captures the reality of what it's like to live with ADHD burnout. ADHD burnout happens when you become overwhelmed mentally, emotionally, or physically. When this occurs, you run out of fuel to complete even the simplest everyday things. It's crucial to understand that ADHD burnout is not a sign of laziness, irresponsibility, or a lack of effort. It's a genuine issue that many ADHDers face, especially when they have to juggle many commitments and expectations. While this experience is frustrating, it can be a good reminder that it's time to recalibrate and re-strategize. The good news is that you can manage adult ADHD through various approaches. When you find suitable ways to manage your symptoms, ADHD burnout will no longer be a barrier between you and your goals. What is ADHD burnout? ADHD burnout is the exhaustion that stems from coping with ADHD symptoms. It can leave you feeling drained, frustrated, and demotivated. Because of this, simple tasks like cooking, cleaning, or responding to emails feel impossible to carry out. ADHD burnout isn't an official medical condition or a recognized symptom of ADHD. However, this term is often used to describe what many adults experience when trying to manage their daily responsibilities while coping with their ADHD symptoms. ADHD burnout symptoms. ADHD burnout can look different from one person to another. That said, there are telltale signs you can look out for that might suggest that it's affecting you and your loved ones. Here are some mental, emotional, and behavioral symptoms of ADHD burnout. Low motivation, constant exhaustion, greater irritability, lower productivity, easily overwhelmed, frequent mood swings, high emotional sensitivity, feelings of sadness, greater difficulty staying focused, low self-esteem and confidence, feelings of anger, bitterness, or resentment, emotional detachment, increased procrastination, substance misuse, feelings of pessimism and negativity, withdrawal from friends and family. The following are physical symptoms of ADHD burnout. We have stomach aches or digestive problems, changes in appetite and sleep patterns, headaches, muscle tensions and body aches, poor immunity, and frequent illness. There are also ADHD workplace burnout symptoms, and these include poor performance at work, lower job satisfaction, more absent days from work without justified reasons, increased professional mistakes. ADHD burnout symptoms can mimic depression. It can be tricky to differentiate them, especially since it's pretty common for ADHD and depression to co-occur. One way you can tell the two apart is to reflect on which areas of your life are affected by these symptoms. Burnout is usually situation specific. However, depression tends to trickle into all facets of life, including work, social life, and daily activity. Of course, a healthcare professional can best assess your condition and recommend a management plan. So it's always best to seek professional advice if you're unsure. The ADHD burnout cycle. The ADHD burnout cycle refers to a recurring pattern of stress, reduced motivation, and procrastination. Here are the stages of ADHD burnout. The stages of ADHD burnout cycle. Number 1, feeling motivated and excited. When you first begin a new task or activity, you'll have a high level of commitment and interest. Number 2, navigating ADHD symptoms. As you start working on it, your ADHD symptoms may interfere with your progress and goals. For instance, poor focus, high distractibility, and the tendency to make careless mistakes are common ADHD symptoms that disrupt your day-to-day activities. Number 3, getting stressed and overwhelmed. Because of your symptoms, you may start to lose motivation and experience ADHD paralysis. You may also begin to wonder whether you can complete the task. Number 4, using unhelpful coping mechanisms. Many ADHDers who burn out rely on unhealthy methods of dealing with stress. You may avoid the task, procrastinate, overwork, or even neglect your health and sleep. As a result, you can become too exhausted to work on your task. Number 5, feeling stuck or guilty. At this point, you may start feeling guilty and lose confidence in yourself. Your mind and body may also be forced to rest and recuperate. After a while, you may be obliged or motivated to kickstart a project. This cycle then repeats. Breaking out of the ADHD burnout cycle is tricky, but it boils down to developing a plan, organizing your time, and building structure into your daily life. What causes ADHD burnout? Research suggests that there is a link between ADHD and burnout. It proves that it's not just in your head. ADHD burnout usually happens due to unmanaged or untreated adult ADHD. Of course, it is possible. It's still possible for individuals to undergo treatment to experience, who experience burnout. That's because other factors also contribute to the following. We have emotional overload and mental fatigue, constant strain on executive function, lack of healthy coping mechanisms, difficulty balancing work and personal life, and limited support of ADHD symptoms. The ways to recover from burnout. To effectively recover from burnout, it's important to reflect on the most likely causes. Do you find it hard to get the ball rolling because you don't have proper plans or goals? Perhaps you tend to mask your ADHD symptoms by overworking. Start by pinpointing the likely root causes. Then you can start exploring ways to help your mind and body rest and recover without neglecting your responsibilities. These include establishing a healthy routine, building a strong support system, implementing mindfulness and stress reduction techniques, seeking professional help if needed, of course. Overcoming ADHD burnout with self-compassion. Burnout is a strong indication that you've been pushing yourself too hard. While it's frustrating when you can't achieve your goals, it's more important to realize that this does not and will not determine your future. Rest, recovering, and seeking support might seem counterproductive, but your mind and body need it. By showing yourself this compassion and seeking help, you'll only bounce back with more energy, focus, and clarity to achieve your goals. I hope this video helps someone who needs it. As some of you may know, I have problems with pronunciation, which is because I'm dyslexic, autistic, and an ADHD, and I also have anxiety, so that might not help it. I don't try to hide this because I want people who have similar struggles to know that they aren't alone. No matter how hard pronouncing some words can be, I will always try my best. Those are the reasons that I leave my mistakes in these videos. As always, I'm open to any suggestions you have for any future video topics. Please let me know what they are in the comment section below. The next fun unscripted live stream will be on Monday, May 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern. My community normally decides the topic of these live streams, even though they seem to be comfortable with me talking on my just talking. The next scripted live stream will be on Saturday, May 10th at noon Eastern, and it will be on the topic of dyslexic celebrities. The next planned video will be on the topic of the murder of Jude Mira, A Life Stolen, and that will be available on my Patreon on Wednesday, May 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern, and available on my YouTube channel on Saturday, May 17th at 6 p.m. Eastern. I hope everyone's continuing to stay safe. I'll post my notes in the comment section for anyone who needs them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you want to be notified when I do any live streams or upload any new content, you want to click the bell icon. Select the all options under the bell icon. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.